Members, we're about to open the lodge. All those not qualified to participate in the meeting will please retire.
We're in Local Lodge 1759, which encompasses Maryland, Washington, D.C., Virginia, and West Virginia. We're a transportation local. We are all airline employees.
I now declare this lodge duly open for all business lawfully brought before it.
We're the customer service agents. We're the ramp servicemen. We're the baggage handlers at the airports. We're the first contact the customers see when they come to an airport.
Ayes have it, so moved.
Well, our biggest problem is that we locally ourselves, we have a lot of employees or members that have been reduced from full-time to part-time. It's harder for a lot of people to come to union meetings such as this because they have to pick up hours or work another job somewhere else. Economics. The airlines are saying that we need these cuts in order to survive.
People are taking less vacations because there's so many folks unemployed. Unemployed families don't get on planes, they don't take business trips, they don't go on holidays. So there's been a pulling back in the demand for flights. So as that happens, then the airlines have to say, okay, well, we're not going to need so many workers, so we're going to cut people's hours.
Well, I think it hurts everybody. You see that happen. It's not just hitting one person, it's hitting the whole family. And how do they make ends meet, and how do they bring home a paycheck, and how do they get groceries?
We're seeing record lows in terms of hours worked. The number of hours worked on average for the typical worker right now is lower than at any point since we started collecting data back in 1964.
I see the middle class being decimated. I see that there's going to be two groups. There's going to be the elite and there's going to be the poor, and there's not going to be anything in between. And the working class are taking the hit, and slowly they're just eroding, and it's a tragedy.
So there's a downward spiral that we've been in. It's challenging because so many American families have less to fall back on now than they did before the recession.